a new 1350 series CV shaft for Tyler Emery's Scout. So his Scout is LS swap, 205 transfer case equipped, and he's running 1350 series for drive shafts at both ends, CVs at both ends. So this is the front. There will be a rear coming up for this also. So the running length on this is 35 and 7/8. We'll crank this up and we'll go through the particulars. That's about 3,000 RPM right there. 0 at the transfer case. Dead flat 0. 0 at the front axle. So we'll just take a look. Let her spin here for a second. Just take a look at. Slow it down. We'll take a look at the particulars. So the backstory here is there's two projects going on here parallel to each other that don't have anything to do with each other, but they're very similar. One is a K5 early Blazer, and then there's the Scout. They're both LS swap. They're both 205 transfer case. They're both running this style flange on the transfer cases, front and back. And so it made it this almost never happens that you have all this stuff going on and they're very similar. So it made it kind of nice. And there's some adapting to be done, and I already went through the one on the Blazer, and we'll do the one here on the Scout. So this is a flange like he has on his Scout, and it's a 2-inch pilot, 4 1/4 inch bolt circle, threaded holes. There's 7/16 20 fine thread. These socket flange yokes right here are threaded also. It's a 2-inch pilot to fit that. They're used commonly on Ford, and the bolt comes through from the transfer case and threads into this normally. So in this situation, this is what I do. I spot face that so it's flat. It's not just a rough casting, so the bolt has a place to land. And then I drill those holes through a clearance hole for a 7/16 bolt. So I did all 4 of those. Now I've got another one all prepared for the rear axle too, for the rear the rear drive shaft. And so this is all Spicer, 1350 CV head, 1350 snap tights, all good stuff. 2-inch 083 tubing. This ball stud yoke is, so it was a 3-inch one. It was for a 3-inch tube originally, and to just keep it realistic for a front drive shaft, 2 or 2.5 inch would be ideal. 2.5 inch 083 is what I chose because of the stub and slip yoke combination is the best in this situation to use for this kind of setup. So this is a 3-inch ball stud yoke that I turned the hub down on to make it compatible with 2.5 inch 083, 1851 stub, 1701 slip yoke, another 1350 series snap tight. So that pretty much wraps that up for that. Its running length is 35 and 7/8. So we're gonna get this cleaned up, get some paint on it, and the follow-up will be the rear shaft will be next.